Good afternoon, and thank you for coming to Wilson Community College's LPN pinning ceremony. At this time, I would like to welcome Nyesha Jackson to the podium.
Good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for joining us today to celebrate our milestone of completing nursing school. At this moment, we also want to recognize any board members, foundation members, and elected officials who are present. I would now like to welcome Dr. Woods, the president, to the stage.
Good evening. On behalf of Wilson Community College and our Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony for our licensed practical nurse students. Today marks a significant milestone in the lives of our graduates as they embark on their nursing careers. To the faculty, friends, families, and most importantly, to the graduating class, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. Your dedication, hard work, and commitment to the nursing profession have brought you to this pivotal moment. Today, we celebrate not only your academic achievements, but also the compassion, empathy, and resilience that are the hallmarks of a true healthcare professional. Your role in healthcare is vital, as you will be the ones providing hands-on care, comfort, and support to patients in need. Your actions will not only heal bodies, but will also uplift spirits and bring hope to those facing challenging times. As you move forward from this day, remember the values that have guided you thus far and challenge yourself to continue advancing your education. Embrace every opportunity to stretch yourself professionally and intellectually, as your commitment to lifelong learning will make a difference in the lives of those you serve. To the family and friends gathered here today, thank you for your unwavering support of these graduates. Your belief in them has been a source of strength and motivation throughout their educational journey, and we thank you for sharing this special moment with us. And in closing, graduates, let me leave you with a quote from one of my favorite authors, Charles Dickens, that seems particularly important for the path you have chosen. And he writes, "Have a heart that never hardens, a temper that never tires despite being tried regularly, and a touch that never hurts." Good luck to all of you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. My name is Maritza Serrano. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you. Excuse me, sorry. You may ask why I'm thanking you. Well, that's because for the last 11 months, each and everyone here in attendance has supported us through all the highs and lows that this school year has brought. Honestly, there seem to be more lows than highs. But one thing is clear, we made it. We made it, ladies. Where's Mrs. Barnes? Is Mrs. Barnes here with her flashlight? Because she told us she was going to be here. All jokes aside, I do have to say thank you to all my classmates as well, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. No, seriously. I was voluntold. I really didn't want to be up here. At first, I was very apprehensive to take this role, as I'm not keen on public speaking. But the more I thought about it, I realized the privilege I was being given. Early in the program, I realized that what I had envisioned my nursing school experience to be would be far from what it actually was. Everyone said, "You better get ready because nursing school is hard." Yes, it is hard. But you know what even made it harder? The fact that 2 weeks into the program, we lost our first instructor, Mrs. Strickland. Although we only interacted for 2 weeks, she definitely made an impact early on. Do you ladies remember that? I sure do. Mrs. Lewis and Miss Barnes had us going through different stations, doing all kinds of activity, but my group had no idea what we were doing, and Mrs. Strickland explained everything step by step. Ideally, we should have gone directly to them, but have you met them? They're kind of intimidating. Fast forward a couple weeks, Mrs. Barnes told us, unfortunately, she'd be taking another position that would ensure that we had all the information we needed for the test. What about that, ladies? Do you guys remember that? Man, that was a difficult test. We were going back and forth between the Saunders book and the foundations. I think that's when my trust issues started, but that's a story for another day. Then the one and only Mrs. Lewis. Mrs. Lewis stepped up and out for us. Not only was she our teacher, or shall I say, facilitator, she was a nurse who showed us the other side of nursing, where the older nurse protects the new nurse rather than try to eat them. Kind of crazy, right? Unfortunately, it happens more often than you think. Due to various obligations, Mrs. Lewis had to step away from our class during the spring semester, which brought a lot of uncertainty as to what the next couple of weeks would bring. To our surprise, we were introduced to Mrs. Jones. She was definitely a breath of fresh air, as we got a teacher that would actually do Jeopardy, which I know some of us, Naisha, was very happy. Lastly, we were introduced to Mrs. Shields, who brought a lot of personal experience to the table and allowed us to piece together some of the heavier topics. Honestly, I could go on and on about all the hurdles that our class overcame to get to this point, like not getting our books for a couple weeks, getting access to Shadow Health right before the end of the first semester, or having to pay to take pharmacology again because your score was not in line with the new curriculum that was required with the nursing program. But again, ladies, you did not let that hold you back. We united. We moved forward together. We may have not seen eye to eye 24/7, but when push came to shove, each and every one of you made sure that the other person was okay. Even if that meant staying after lecture to help a classmate, carpooling, or even just listening to whatever the other person was going through. I'm so proud to stand here aside of all my classmates and share in the success. As we move forward in life, specifically our nursing career, I ask you to please remember how you feel right now, at this moment. Go back to the first day when you walked into the classroom for the first time, not knowing each other, not knowing what was about to happen. Now look at how far we've come. Once strangers and now family. As you start the next chapter in your life, remember those feelings you had on day one. You may have been nervous. You may have been scared or anxious. As you transition into your new role as a nurse, remember to treat your patient as a whole. Remember to listen to your patients. Treat them just as you would want to be treated, as you never know when that shoe may be on the other foot. Lastly, never let anyone tell you that you cannot do something, as life sometimes gives you things that you cannot control, and you just have to deal with it. I do not know how or what you believe in, but that being said, whoever it is, that entity has a plan for you. You just have to trust and believe things will happen when they're meant to. 1 year ago, I didn't make the RN program, but was waitlisted, number 15 on the LPN program. Fast forward 11 months, I stand in front of you as your class representative who not only passed, but shared my experience and knowledge I had to help my fellow classmates We weathered the storm, ladies. Thank you.
Good evening. We would like to recognize the nursing faculty. Faculty, please rise when your name is called. Dr. Miranda Yelverton, Dean of Allied Health and Sciences. Jennifer Williams. Mandy Renfro. Blake Jones. Mahala Shields. Dr. Courtney Calhoun. Teresa Lewis. Charlene Jones. Kay Brown. Tori Nally. Christy O'Neill. Thank you all for preparing us for this day.
Good evening. I am Mahala Shields, and I will be introducing each student as they get pinned. We ask that you please hold your applause until all students are pinned, and you may stand. Quintina Artis. Heather Cartret. Annabelle Katana Guzman. Crystal Christensen. Stephanie Cowley. Carla Darden. Kimberly Elliott. Beth Gachui. Naisha Jackson. Katrina Madison. Courtney Mitchell. Talisha Moore. Maritza Serrano. Taisha Underwood. Congratulations.
Each year, faculty nominates a student who has demonstrated excellent academic achievement, outstanding clinical skills, leadership, and who has upheld the standards of the profession. It is my pleasure to present this award to Talisha Moore. Please come onto the stage to receive your award. At this time, students will be lighting their lamps and stating their pledge to the nursing profession. It is with great honor that I present to you the nursing class of 2024. Congratulations.
Hello. On behalf of the PN class of 2024, thank you all for being here with us to celebrate this momentous occasion. To my fellow classmates, we did it, and now we will embark on a journey of taking the NCLEX. Remember the profound impact we will have on individuals, the families, and the communities we will serve. Congratulations, and may we always find fulfillment in our noble profession. I look forward to our paths crossing and in our profession as we go out and care for all.